We welcome you into North Gwinnett High School. It is the We welcome you into North Gwinnett High School. It is the Jarrett Cook Classic. Our first game right here on DSUV TV. It is Alpharetta taking on Langston Hughes. The Raiders of Alpharetta, the Panthers of Langston Hughes. Joe Hillsman, glad to be here with you. Early moments here of this first quarter. 2 minutes gone by, a 3-0 game. Khalil Cuffey got the scoring started early with a right wing three-pointer. So here coming back now is Carlos Henry, and he hits a three, and we are tied now at 3. Langston Hughes in the white, Alpharetta in the black, and walking it into the forecourt now is Derek Cook. Cook with the right hand dribble, he picked up by Hill. Between the rings now and running the offense. Over to the left, there's Cuffey. Cuffey on the left wing, cross-court pass over to mid Bryant. Bryant holding it on the pivot, good cut, a turnover. Ball taken away on the steal by Eric McElroy. McElroy now into the forecourt for the Raiders, behind the back, now swings it up to the right side, over to Hill. Hill now gives it off in the corner, a three, good. David Swillem, a three ball, and back-to-back threes, as that's how we got it started here for Alpharetta. 5:19 to go, first quarter. Alpharetta coming in at 1-0, and their head coach is Frederick Hurt. Langston Hughes coming in at 2-0, and the head coach is Rory Welsh. Feeding it now to Cuffey, kick it back around to the top. Now here is Cook. Cook being worked on by Hill. Swings it to the right side. Cuffey on the drive, puts it up off the window. No. Rebound, hits the floor, bounce out of bounds, and it will go to stay here with Langston Hughes. The 5 on the floor for Langston Hughes: Derek Cook, Ahmad Bryant, Justin Jones, Khalil Cuffey, and Isaiah Green. There's the inbound now and over to Jones. Jones puts it on the floor, back out to the top, now holding it. Bryant, swing it to Cuffey. Cuffey now back to Bryant, who's at the top, tried to feed the post to Isaiah Green. Double team comes. Green has the double. Now he picks up his dribble. Looking, he's got a cut. He's got to get rid of the ball. Now he's going to stand. Almost had a 5 count. Kicks it back over to the top. There's Cook. Cook puts it on the floor. Worked on by Hill. Now going to attack below the free throw line. Now swings it to the left. Stop. There's a jump. Elbow. Good. Bang, bang. He knocked that in. Justin Jones with the jumper. 6-5. Alpharetta with the lead, and here they come back quickly with Hills. Feeds it over in the corner. A long three. McElroy. No good. Rebound grabbed by Derek Cook, and here they come. Alpharetta's 5 on the floor. Eric McElroy, Carlos Kenry, Marcus Hill, David Swillem, and Elum Nuke. And the layup is in good. Isaiah Green with the hoop. Oh, they give it to Cook. Derek Cook with that hoop. And Langston Hughes has the lead. 3 ball is in and out. Rebound coming down to Cuffey. Cuffey takes the rebound and will come into the forecourt with it. Worked on now by McElroy at the top. He peels it back up, and they'll set up the offense. Now he dumps it down low to Bryant. Bryant off on the cut. Gives it back low. There's a give and go. Nice. Good. Justin Jones and Amit Bryant working the 2-man game there, and they have a 9-6 lead. 3:39. Hill. Quick jumper. Good. Alpharetta coming and playing with pace as the pace of the game is picked up now as we are in the halfway gone here in this first quarter. Neither team has made a substitution yet. Cook with the right hand dribble, belt high, gets a screen. Now he has it over on the right wing. Now he goes down low at the foul line extended. Working on by Hill. On a move, and there's a whistle that's outside. And it will be on the floor. Let's check it. Maybe on Marcus Hill. It will. Hill picks up his first, and that'll be the team's first. 3:15 to go. We're tied at 9. Now substitution as Jalen McCurnley comes in, and taking a seat will be Amid Bryant. So our first substitution sees McClooney come into the contest. Langston Hughes in the white, Alpharetta, they are in the black. Inbound for the Panthers. They work it over. Here's Cuffey. Cuffey, a hard dribble, short corner jumper, fading away, front iron, no good. Skying for the rebound is Carlos Carine. And Carine will bring it into the forecourt. Long lead pass up, out of bounds. Bad pass as David Swillem was unable to hold it. Hit the sideline, and it is out of bounds. It'll go over to Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes will inbound it, and taking his time coming into the forecourt is Derek Cook. He does have a count on him, and he's into the forecourt. Bounces it down to Isaiah Green, who holds. Gives it back to Cook. Cook goes around that green screen. Had McClooney popping out. Cook with the jumper. Foul line. Top, out of bounds. It topped and went over, and it will go over to Alpharetta. Now here comes forecourt pressure. 2-2-1 from Langston Hughes. Hill gets it into the forecourt so they break the pressure. He's picked up now by Justin Jones. Hill working with the left-hand dribble. Now swings it over on the side to Swillem. Swillem feeds it down low in the paint. Good cut. Swillem back. He got it blocked. Blocked. Isaiah Green going to come away with it. Outstanding block there by Cook. Gets it up to Cook. Cook, hard dribble. Going to attack all the way on Hill. Driving layup. Good. Derek Cook, he has 4 points now, and it is 11-8. Here comes the pressure from Langston Hughes. Alpharetta's able to break it. Now swinging in the corner. There's a long three. Swillem in the corner. Good. His second three-pointer of the day. He's got 6. And we're tied at 11 with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. And Coach Hunt goes and summons someone off of his bench who will come and check in just a moment. On the cut. Stop. Fading away. Foul line extended. Got the roll. Nice jump by Justin Jones. His second field goal. Long lead pass up ahead, and here's McElroy. McElroy now going to dribble right into the lane. Stop. Kicks it back out. Top side three. Good. Right down the well, a 3-ball by Carlos Carine. That's his second three. The threes are falling. That's their 4th three-pointer of the contest for the Raiders. 90 seconds to go first quarter. Derek Cook will walk it in, goes behind the back, picked up by Hill, gets a screen from Cuffey. Now he's going to attack all the way. Got him on skate. Stop. There's Jones. A long three. Back iron. Hill of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to McElroy. McElroy now going to push the pace a little bit. McElroy has to come back as Langston Hughes was able to get the defense set. Stop. Looking. Trying to feed the post and does. He dumps it down low to Enrique. And Swillem has it now. Back. There's another three. Left-handed. No good. Rebound hit the floor. Picked up by Cuffey. Cuffey's got no numbers. He's going to go all the way. Long. Stop. No. He traveled. Tried to push the pace. Got caught in between. Substitutions now as Ryan Jenny will check in. Jenny checks in, and now Ahmad Bryant is back in for Langston Hughes. Also making his first presence in the game, Sean Nelson. So Jeni, the pair of Jenis now, Thomas Jeni and Ryan Jeni check in. And now also coming in is Richard Matthews. So substitutions now being made by both teams with just under a minute, 59 and 14 seconds to go. Langston Hughes trailing 14-13. Inbound to Hill, and now Hill gets it up ahead quickly. Stop. There's a long three by Swillam. It is going to get the roll. Living right, David Swillam. He has 9. That's his third three of the contest. Pushed the lead out to 4 now for Alpharetta. Alpharetta designated as the road team. Langston Hughes now with Nelson holding it. Nelson puts it on the floor. Now going to kick it back out to the top to Bryant. Bryant over to Cuffey. 34 seconds to go as Langston Hughes run their action offense. Swings it over. There's Cook. Cook holds, puts it on the floor, had a count on him. Now he's going to work off. Stop. Wanted to pull the jumper. Got him in the air. Didn't do it. Now here's Cuffey. Cuffey between the rings. Jab, step, travel. Cuffey was indecisive. Tried to get him on a little pump fake and hesitation, and then when he made the move, he traveled. Justin Jones now will check back in, and Derek Cook will take a seat. Coach Wills giving out his defensive instructions. Now here's Marcus Hill. Hill got trouble from Nelson. Nelson will pick up the foul as he was reaching. That'll be his first and the team's second. 15 seconds left in this first quarter, and Alpharetta, using the long ball, has a 17-13 game. Marcus Hill now will pick it up as they set up the offense at 8 seconds. Hill to the left over to Swilling. Swilling holds in that corner. 5 seconds now. Nothing going to the hoop at the moment. 3 seconds. There's Hill. 2, a long, desperate 3. It hit the rim. No good, and we have reached the end of the first quarter with Alpharetta leading 17-13 over Langston Hughes. This is the SUVTV.com.
The 2015 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jared Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com. The coach's source for X's and O's.
Back inside North Gwinnett High School, Alpharetta now with substitutions. Rashawn Pass will check in, and also along with Rico Knox for the Raiders, who lead Langston Hughes as the second quarter now begins. Jeni is also in. The Jeni brothers, Thomas Jeni and Ryan Jeni. Jeni holds it. He puts it on the floor with a hard dribble. Lost it. It'll be a turnover. Takeaway. Justin Jones will get the steal, and now here come the Panthers, trailing by 4 with 7:35 to go here, early moments of the second quarter. Nelson going to attack, go down the baseline, reverse it, up, no, got fouled. And let's see if it'll be a shooting foul. Let's see. Foul will be called on number 11, Rashawn Pass, and that'll be his first and the team's second. And going to the free throw line will be number 5, Sean Nelson, a star wide receiver on the football team, 6'2", and a junior. Nelson goes through his free throw routine, bend those knees, flip that wrist, and knocks it in good. And it's his first point of the day. Derek Cook will check in, and going out will be Justin Jones. Nelson to get one more. Also in is Richard Matthews for Langston Hughes. Free throw, up and in good. So he stroked in both of those free throws, did Nelson, to pull them to within 2. Pass quickly, gets it up ahead. Now he swings it down to Knox. Knox lost his footing in the lane. Jumper by Yunde. No good. Skying for the board. He went high as Nelson. Langston Hughes coming down, trying to tie or take the lead with a 3. Nelson between the rings. Right hand dribble. Belt high. Picked up by Janai, who's trying to get a count. Gets a screen from Bryant. Now they run the offense in a motion set coming back. Now here's Nelson. Nelson gives it over in the corner. There's holding his Cook. Pump fake going to go baseline. And 3 seconds. Offensive 3 second in the lane. The pump fake may have caused the problem. He had the shot, but he tried to create another shot. Go to that short corner. The Jared Cook tip-off classic. And let's see. Offensive foul now, and that'll be called on Ryan Jeni. That'll be his first and the team's third. So Jeni gets charged with the foul. Isaiah Green will check back in. Green will check in, and going out will be Ahmed Bryant. So Coach Welch using the bench and using the full roster, not the entire roster right now, but using multiple substitutions. A long three, Cuffey, no good. Rebound, Scott, and brought down by Ilum. Gives it over to pass quickly into the forecourt, goes back behind the back. Sean Nelson applying pressure. Nelson will get hit with his second foul. That'll be his second and the team's third, so 2 fouls now in this first half by Sean Nelson. 17-15 inbounded. Jeni is stolen. Pass taken away. Another Alpharetta turnover. Isaiah Green with the steal. Here's Cook. Cook into the forecourt, drops it off for Cuffey. A topside three. Front iron, no. Tipped by Green. Offensive rebound. Green, one hard dribble. There's a float in the lane. He gave it off. The Cook is good. Derek Cook. Foul down on the other end. So now here comes more substitutions. Makai Henderson will check in, and Anthony Carter will check in. Makai Henderson will check in. Langston Hughes now has tied this ball game. Little 4-0 start here to this second quarter, and they pulled even at 17, and they're working now trying to take the lead. Into the contest, Anthony Carter. And Carter gives it to Cuffey. Cuffey down the lane, shot up, blocking foul, and he will go to the free throw line. And I like that call right there. He came in, Henderson fresh off the bench, tried to stand in and take the charge, but he was moving. It was a foul on Anderson. That'll be his first. Henderson, his first, and the team's fourth. And going to the free throw line will be Khalil Cuffey. Coach Hurt having a conversation with this referee. Didn't like that call. Free throw up and in, good by Cuffey. Cuffey with his 4th point of the day, and now Langston Hughes takes the lead. Checking in now, Garrett Davis off of the Alpharetta bench, and taking a seat will be Ryan Jeni. Cuffey waiting on the ball from the ref. He gets it, and he's going to go through his free throw routine for his second free throw. Bends those knees, flips that wrist, and strokes it, and they're good. Well, Langston Hughes, so far 100% from the free throw line. They're 4-4, and now they come with that token pressure. Pass, a long, quick pass up ahead now to Caree. Caree kicks it back over to Prashawn. Pass, and they'll set it up. He's picked up by Carter, gets a screen, they switch, gives it down in the corner. Long kick back across, reverse pass. Now back out to the top. Here goes attack, Knox, travel. Must put the ball on the floor, young men, before you make your move. It's a traveling violation by Alpharetta, and the turnover is now beginning to pile up against the Raiders. 19-17, Langston Hughes with the lead, and they've outscored Alpharetta so far in this second quarter 6-0. So a little 6-0 spurt for the start of this quarter. Matthews has it now, picked up his dribble, kicks it over to Cook. Cook being harassed by a pass. He went right by him, goes down the lane, put it off the window, good. A good drive by Derek Cook, he has 8. Long pass coming back quickly now. There's a layup by Henderson, no good. Put back, offensive rim, and put back by Rico Knox. 21-19. Now Cook quickly back this way, goes behind the back, now picks it up, right-hand dribble, left-hand dribble, now between the legs, his belt, high pass, gets the screen, comes up, and a 5 count. Good defensive pressure from young Rashad Pass. Pass 5'9", and a sophomore. Justin Jones will come in, and taking a seat will be Khalil Cuffey. Inbound the pass. Garrett Davis is in. Here's pass into the forecourt, swings it over to the left to Carlos Carini. Carini now is trapped. He dump it down to Henderson, kick it back out to pass, and now set it up. Bounces it across. Now long skip pass back to Carini. Looking at a zone defense now. 2-3 zone defense from Langston Hughes. Nothing going to the basket, everything around the perimeter. There's a pass down to Henderson. Henderson puts it on the floor to Davis, who's in the lane. That should be 3 seconds right there. A 3-second call on Garrett Davis. Another turnover for the Alpharetta Raiders. Coach Hurt implying for Garrett Davis to shoot the basketball there. He caught it right there below the free throw line. Undecisive of what he wanted to do and picked up a 3-second call. So here comes Cook into the forecourt. 21-19, Langston Hughes leading there in the white. Cook now gets a screen, and here comes a cutter. They missed him, kicks it back. It wasn't there. Matthews didn't hit him, so Cook gonna attack with the left hand now, gives it over in the corner. Green holding it. Green back over to Cook. He's being worked on hard by Knox. Gives it back out to the top. Here's Anthony Carter. Carter now puts it on the floor to Jones. Jones' pass is going to be stolen. A turnover. Here comes Carlos. They tried to get out and run, unable to do it. Davis now back to Carlos, and Carlos will come into the full court, go between the legs, and swing it over on the right side. Holding it now is Knox with the left hand dribble, now holding with the right hand. Long three, pass. Oh, no good. Tip. Offensive rebound by Knox. It didn't go. Cook comes away with the board this time. Now Cook going to get it up ahead. Here's Carter. Carter picked up his dribble, now gives it in. Step, walking into a three. Front iron, short. Rebound is going to come down to Young pass. Passes came in and now is affecting the ball game, although not in the scoring column so far. Here's Carlos holding it out on the left wing. Now he finally puts it on the floor for a live dribble. Kicks it over to Knox. Knox back over to Carlos. Carlos going to hold it. Looking now, gives it the pass. Pass being picked up by Matthews. Now here's Davis. Davis with a pump fake, puts it on the floor, and it's going to be stolen. Cook with the pass, with the steal. Long lead pass up ahead to Carter. Fast break points. Layup is good. Anthony Carter, his first field goal. Another turnover for Alpharetta, and it leads to points. And a traveling violation by pass, and another turnover for Alpharetta. They've got to protect the basketball right now. And wholesale substitutions now, and also coming in for the first time will be number 20, Tariq Latchinson. Latchinson is in now for the Raiders. Eric McElroy is back, and also is Marcus Hill. Cook now gives it over to Nelson. Nelson puts it on the floor. He's being worked on by Latchinson, who's fresh off the bench. Swings it in this corner. They kick it in the middle. There's Bryant. Bryant back over to Cook. Cook puts it on the floor. Stop, jumper, no. Traveling violation. So now Langston Hughes beginning to commit turnovers. Coach hurt. Giving him the offensive set now. As I look and pay attention and see what the call is myself. Hill swings it over all the way. Kick it back, and here's Hill between the rings. Everything outside the perimeter. Long skip pass. McElroy was able to catch it. He's in the lane. A floater. It's good. Eric McElroy, his first field goal. 2:40 to go. It's 23-21. Langston Hughes leading Alpharetta with 2:35 to go. Nelson now taps his head and calls out the offensive play. Gets a screen from Jones. Still has a right-hand dribble now, left hand. He peels it back out, paying attention. Head is up. Now over to Cook. Cook puts it on the floor, back to Nelson. Nelson surveys the floor. Now goes over to the left side, and holding it now is Jones. The Alpharetta defense now preventing any penetration, and there's a steal. As Nelson went to penetrate, the ball was stolen by Carlos. Carlos into the forecourt. Leaves it over for Hill. Hill, stop, jumper, back iron, no. Rebound, hit the floor, picked up by Carter. Carter now up ahead to Jones for Langston Hughes. Jones driving, leaves it off. Layup by Bryant, good. Maybe had an unnecessary dribble in there, but he scored it off the window on the other side. He has 4. Carlos's pass is going to be stolen away. It bounced and hit off someone's leg, and now Nelson unable to get it as Langston Hughes tried to run. We'll have a substitution now. Khalil Cuffey will check in for the Panthers, and taking a seat will be Anthony Carter. 25-21, 1:42 to go. Joel Hillsman, glad that you are with us here. The SUV TV. It is the 2015 Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic. First game here across the network, Alpharetta and Langston Hughes. Zone defense now. Matchup zone. Swings it deep into the corner. Pump fake. McElroy. Stop. Inside the three-point line. Hill of the rim. No good. Cuffey skies and pulls down the rebound with 1:18. Gets it up ahead now, and here's Cook. Cook going to attack all the way to the hoop. Off the window. No one was fouled, and he'll get 2. So Cook being aggressive and tried to get the hoop in transition, and a foul called on Alpharetta, and it will be called on Carlos. It'll be his first. Carlos Carrier picks up the foul. And at the free throw line for Langston Hughes. Is Cook, and the free throw is good. Langston Hughes as a team continues to remain perfect from the free throw line. They are now 5 of 5. They're being very patient at the free throw line and going through their routines and taking their shots patiently, and they've been dropping them. Second free throw, good rotation, it goes. 6 of 6 as a team, and Cook 2 of 2. And Cook now in double figures with 10. And the pass across in the middle, it was dangerous, it was batted around. Alpharetta is able to save it. Here's Carrier. Carrier in the corner. There's a long 3. No good. Tip off the top of the backboard. Now it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Alpharetta. The three-pointer taken by Latchinson. 1 minute exact, 27-21. Here's Hill. Hill gets it in to McElroy. McElroy drives, now kicks it over to the left to Latchinson. Latchinson now back out to McElroy, and they will set up the offense. He's between the rings, swings it to Marcus Hill. Hill being worked on by Cook. Nothing to the basket right now. They get it out top to Onike. Now he has it on the pass. There's a float up shot by Carrier. No good. Rebound ripped down in there by Matthews. Matthews getting in on the action. Getting the defensive rebound. Now he's going to bring it up the floor. Stop. Nothing's there. Gives it off in there. Here's Cook. Cook below the foul line. Spins and turns and kicks it to the corner. Cuffey, a three. No good. In and out. Rebound ripped down there by Elim Nuke. And here's Carrier. Carrier gets it up ahead. Now he's going to drive all the way. Latchinson reverse. Good. Tariq Latchinson looked somewhat out of control, but got that thing up off the window on the reverse with 15 seconds now. Here comes Langston Hughes, and they have a 4-point lead, 27-23. Here's Cook. Cook now holds it, gets a screen as Hill is on him. Now he's going to get the switch and now going to attack all the way to baseline, kicks it over, out of bounds, and it will stay with Langston Hughes as he tried to get it over to Sean Nelson. 2 seconds. So now sideline play will be designed, and you have these practice situations where you go for situations just like that. 2 seconds, Cuffey inbounds it to Bryant. Bryant not paying attention to the clock, and that will be the end of the first half. It is 27-23. Alpharetta with the lead. Oh, excuse me, Langston Hughes with the lead. Alpharetta trailing right here. The Jared Cook Classic on SUV TV.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
just tell them that she working with us. Okay. I think it's like 10 to get in. Yeah. They're making that money.
Back inside of North Gwinnett High School. It is the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, our first game here across the network, the SUV TV. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're with us. Langston Hughes with a 27-23 lead, and they were led in that first half by Derek Cook, who had 10. Amir Bryant had 4. Sean Nelson with 2. Justin Jones with 4. Khalil Cuffey with 5, and Anthony Carter with 2. Alpharetta used that long ball in the first quarter. They hit 5 of them, but they were stifled in the second quarter. No three-pointers in the second quarter. And the lead man for them is David Swillem, number 21 in black. Traveling violation right out of the gate for Langston Hughes, their first turnover here in the second half. Carlos Carey, he had 6, and he had it on the 3 ball as well with 2 3-pointers. And then David Swillem, of course, as I just mentioned, had 9, and all 3 of those came from the land beyond. Marcus Hill operating the controls for Alpharetta. They are in the black. They're now moving right to left. And Langston Hughes, they are in the white. Alpharetta, the designated away team. So Swillem now bounces it over, and Ukeke up top. Here's Hill. Hill on the right wing being worked on by Cuffey. Now he bounces it down low, taken away. A turnover now for Alpharetta. They're first in the second half. Hill with the quick hands as Cook went to make his move. Langston Hughes coming in. They were 2-0. Victories already this season over Carver, Atlanta, and then a close 2-point victory over rival Creekside. They're coming in averaging 73 points per game on the offensive side, defensively allowing 67.5. For Alpharetta, this is just their second game of the season, and they put up 46 and gave up 36 in a victory over West Forsyth. Langston Hughes working it with Green. Green to Cuffey. Cuffey, cross-court pass. Now they swing it back out to the top. There's Cook. Cook puts it on the floor. Now to Jones. Back to Cook. Zone defense now from Alpharetta. Cook dumped it off of Bryant. Bryant, a cross-court pass. Here's Jones. Jones down the lane. Jump stop, and it's going to be taken away. A turnover there for Langston Hughes. McElroy has it and gives it back out to Hill. Swilling, McElroy, Hill, Carrier, and Alum Nuke are the five on the floor for Alpharetta. It is Cuffey, Bryant, Green, Cook, and Jones. Foul will be called on Uke with the foul. That'll be his first and the team's first here in the second half. Neither team reached the bonus in that first half. In the first half, we only had a total of 8 fouls. And of course, the fouls reset in the second half. Neither team with a bucket so far here in this second half in the early moments of the third quarter. Here's Isaiah Green. Green bounces it down to Bryant. Bryant being hard guarded by Nuke, hits it over to Jones. Jones pump fake, step back, jumper, front iron, no good. Rebound bobbled around and come away with it with Hill. Hill gets it up ahead to Swilling. Swilling at the break all the way, Euro stepping and scoring. Cut the lead now down to 2. It's 27-25, and we've cracked the scoring lead here in the second half. Jones gonna attack, goes down low. They lost it, now kick it back out to the top to Cook. Cook puts it on the floor, hard right-hand dribble, took some contact, up, on, counted, and the foul, and one. Marcus Hill will get the foul. Derek Cook will get the hoop and go to the free throw line for one more. That's Hill second and the team second, and an and one opportunity for Derek Cook. He is 2 of 2 today from the free throw line. Langston Hughes as a team perfect 6 of 6. All 6 of those came in the second quarter. And he gets that one to go in good. So Cook now up to 13. And they push the lead up to 5, 30-25. Swilling deep in the corner, kicks it back out to Hill. He swings it over to Carrier. Carrier, a long 3, left-handed, no good. Rebound hit the floor. Green saved it over to Cook. Give Green the rebound. Now Cook, long lead pass, sleeping down there, layup good by Bryant. They were sleep on defense, and Coach Hurt didn't like it. That's Bryant's third field goal, his 6-point. The lead now pushed up to 7, and Coach Frederick Hurt of Alpharetta calls a timeout with 5:21 to go. To be able to score coming out of the timeout and stop that little brief 5-0 spurt. Here's Cook. Cook into the forecourt, right-hand dribble. Now to Sean Nelson, who checked in during the timeout. Nelson now holds it, now kicks it over in his corner. Putting it on the floor. No, did not put it on the floor. It was Cook. They swing it across. There's Cuffey. Cuffey, a left wing 3. Hill of the rim, no good. Long rebound, hit the floor. McElroy chased it down and gave it to Inke, and then he lost it. Bryant is going to pick it up. It's Cook. They've got the numbers, and now he's going to pull back and say no. In the corner, Cuffey going to pull another 3. No. Off. Rebound. Nelson tipped it. It's going to come down to Swilling, and here comes Alpharetta running, trying to get something in transition. Dumps it off to Carrier. Carrier stops. A long 3, left wing, good. Three-pointer is good, and then we have a whistle. So Carrier was able to knock down that 3, and now a nice run 5-0 answer right back by Alpharetta to pull them down to within 2. Isaiah Green had to check out, so checking in for him is Richard Matthews. Into the forecourt now is Derek Cook. Hand off to Matthews. Matthews now swings it over in the corner. Cuffy drives, now kicks it back over. There's a long 3 by Cook. Good. Right down the well. A 3 ball by Cook, his first triple of the game. And Cook now beginning to fill up the book. He has 16 and a steal. Cuffy at the top wanted to pull the 3 out of the triple threat position, but he peels it back now between the rings. Swilling gives him a count, so he's going to get a screen from Bryant, and Nuke was there fighting with it. He gives it over to Nelson. Nelson drives, now flares it back out. There's a long 3. Cook, front iron, no. Nelson tip, offensive rebound to Bryant. Bryant turn with a jump hook, no. They tip and fight for the rebound. Nelson now, they're scrapping. Nelson ripped the ball away, and he traveled. Can't take anything away from the hustle department there, though, for Sean Nelson. In there battling with the trees, and came away with it and lost his footing. 35-30, Langston Hughes with the lead, and they'll apply full court pressure with 3:35 to go third quarter. Inbounded, here's Hill. Hill breaks the pressure, now goes all the way below the free throw line, stops Swilling. A long 3, no good, he knew it was off. Rebound comes down to Bryant. Bryant will get hit with the foul. Would that be Inuke with the foul? Yes, it will. Ilima Inuke. Inuke picks up his second and the team's third. Justin Jones now checking in for Langston Hughes, and Cuffy will come out. Nelson, Cook, Matthews, Jones, and Bryant, the 5 on the floor for the Langston Hughes Panthers. And Derek Cook will walk it into the forecourt. Rory Welch, the head coach of Langston Hughes, going up against Frederick Hurt, the head coach of Alpharetta, and there's a steal. A turnover there by Langston Hughes. Hill, stop, up, and no. He got fouled. Richard Matthews will pick up his first, and that'll be the team's first here in this third quarter, and Marcus Hill will be going to the free throw line. Marcus Hill, 5'10", and a sophomore. Inuke, Carrier, Hill, Swilling, and McElroy, the 5 on the floor for the Alpharetta Raiders. Hill takes his time, free throw, short, no good. That's the first free throw attempt of the ball game for Alpharetta as a team. So Hill front iron, left it short. He'll get one more. Free throw. No good. He missed them both. Rebound tip out of bounds, and it will go to Langston Hughes. Full court pressure now being applied by Alpharetta, and they try to get a trap. Here's Nelson. Nelson gets it up ahead to Cook. They break it into the timeline, and Cook going to go all the way. Left it off for Bryant. Layup good. Broke the trap and got the easy layup. Ahmad Bryant now with his 4th field goal. He has 8 in the contest, and the lead is up to 7 now for Alpharetta. For Langston Hughes over Alpharetta, and a timeout has been called. 37-30. 2:52 to go here in the Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic from North Gwinnett High School right here. The SUV TV, a full timeout.
Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jarrett Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com, the coach's source for X's and O's. The 2015
We welcome you back to North Gwinnett High School. It is the 2015 Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic. Our first matchup right here featuring Langston Hughes and Alpharetta. Langston Hughes with a 7-point lead, 37-30, with 2:52 remaining in this third quarter. Alpharetta will be inbounding with Marcus Hill underneath their own basket. Gets it in. Inuke, shot good. So being able to score right out of the timeout, the first points of the day for Inuke. Lead down to 5, and Hill applying the pressure to Cook, who gives it over to Cuffy. Cuffy came in as the leading scorer, had 23 points average coming into the contest. Rebound tipped back out by Bryant to Cuffy. Cuffy now to Justin Jones. And Jones will give it over to Cook. Cook now on the cut to Nelson. Nelson had his jersey pulled, took some contact. Up. No, he'll go to the free throw line. He actually got fouled twice. And I like the energy that Nelson has applied since he's been into the contest most of the day. So Nelson will go to the free throw line. 4th foul on Alpharetta. Nelson takes his time. Free throw good. And Nelson now, 3 points in the contest, all of them from the free throw line, and he's a perfect 3 of 3. Langston Hughes as the team continuing to shoot the free throws at a 100% clip. Nelson, free throw, and the jinx work. He missed it. He finally missed the free throw. He's 3 of 4 from the line. Here's McElroy. McElroy going to go all the way, lost it out of bounds, and it will be off of Langston Hughes and stay with Alpharetta.
Into the game for the Panthers, number 23, Isaiah Green.
Isaiah Green now will check in. Quarterback on the football team, a junior. Had him a very good year on the gridiron. Inbound is taken away. Another turnover for Alpharetta, their 4th here in the second half. Here's Nelson. Nelson now gives it in the corner. Cuffey, a corner 3. Down the well it goes. Khalil Cuffey, a 3 ball. That's his second 3 of the contest. And the lead now going up to 9. It's 41-32. Taken away. Nelson, layup, good. Another turnover by Alpharetta and another timeout called by Coach Frederick Hurt. And the lead now is double digits, an 11-point lead with 1:51 to go. It's time for the ATL Peach Elite Series replay. Nelson falling down, but gets that layup off of the turnover. That's our ATL Peach Elite Series instant replay right here, the SUV TV. Our first game of the day coming up after this one right here in the Jared Cook Classic. It'll be Sequoia taking on... Turnover out of the timeout for Alpharetta. Their 6th turnover. Now Langston Hughes got the steal from Justin Jones, and here's Cook. Cook to Nelson. Nelson hard dribble, now peels it back over to Jones. Jones puts it on the floor, now back out top to Nelson, and they'll do something else. 11-point lead. Here's Cuffey. Cuffey step back. Now he feeds the post to Bryant. Bryant working on a smaller hill. No, that was Cook. There's a long 3 out of the corner by Jones. Good. Bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them. Jones hits that 3, his 7th point of the game, and now another Alpharetta turnover. Check it. No, it's out of bounds off of Langston Hughes, so Alpharetta will retain possession, and they will inbound it on the baseline. Henderson is into the contest now. Gets it up ahead to Carrier. Carrier, jumper inside the 3-point arc. No good. Rebound up, skied, and brought down by Nelson, but a foul. And the foul is going to be called on Henderson. That'll be his 2nd and the team's 5th. .112 to go. And Derek Cook will walk it into the forecourt. He's leading all scorers in the contest with 16. Working between the rings, and he's worked on by Hill. Picks it up, swings it across to Justin Jones. Jones, long crisscross pass back to Cook. Cook, a 3. Good. They are beginning to open it up, and they're shooting the 3. Derek Cook with his 2nd 3 here in this 3rd quarter, and his 2nd 3 in the contest, and now a foul on Cook as he was hustling. That'll be his 1st and the team's 2nd. Deep into the bench now, Idris Oseni checks in for Langston Hughes. He'll see his 1st action. Cook will come out. Matthews up off the bench for Langston Hughes. He will check in, and Khalil Cuffey will take a seat. Cuffey leads with 8 points. Pass stolen, taken away. Nelson read it like a wide receiver, which he is, and he took that pass away from Marcus Hill. Back to the top to Jones. Jones puts it on the floor, goes between the legs, and peels it back out with the belt high dribble left hand. There's Oseni. Oseni will be fouled by Swilling. Swilling will pick up his 1st, and the team's 6th. Matthews will take it out for Langston Hughes. 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter. In a third quarter that has seen Langston Hughes pull away. Driving, shot up by Matthews. It was deflected, came down to Hill. Here comes Hill now. Hill goes behind his back all the way. Now swings it in the corner. There's Swilling. Swilling a three. It is short, no good. Tip. Anuke comes away with the rebound. Left hand off the window. Tried to be soft with it. No. Nelson gets the rebound. Anuke reached for it. Out of bounds off of Anuke. The Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic. It is Langston Hughes now with a 17-point lead, 49-32. Sitting courtside here with 5 seconds. Nelson. Nelson attacking with one. He won't get a shot off. It'll be a turnover by Langston Hughes, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Langston Hughes opened it up. They have a 17-point lead, 49-32. Fourth quarter action when we return in just a moment. In the fourth quarter here at the Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic, Langston Hughes with a 17-point lead, 49-32. Joel Hillsman, glad to be here with you. And there's Cook on the steal and down. Cook now with 21 points in the contest. The lead balloons to 19. A 22-point third quarter from Langston Hughes, their highest scoring quarter of this game. There's a jumper by Henderson, good. Short corner jumper, his first field goal and first points. Makai Henderson with the bucket. It is now 51-34. Here's Cook. Cook with the left hand dribble now over to Isaiah Green. Bryant, Green, Cook, Cuffey, and Matthews, the five on the floor to start the fourth quarter for Langston Hughes. Now they leave him. Cuffey down the lane, layup good. Khalil Cuffey. Defense fell asleep and Cuffey attacked the rack. We'll check the lineup. Henderson, Knox, pass, Carrier, and a layup is good by Ryan Jenai. His first field goal. So it's Carrier, pass, Henderson, Knox, and Jenai, the five on the floor for Alpharetta, who is in black and trailing 53-36. Hand off to Matthews. Matthews around the wing and gives it over to Cuffey. Cuffey, a jumper. It was partially blocked. Short, front iron. Rashawn Pass gets the rebound. Pass in transition. Doesn't have numbers. Here he kicks it to Carrier. Carrier, a three, trailing three ball. No good. Rebound comes down to Matthews. And they get in and poke it away. Matthews now stops, picks up his dribble, gives it to Cuffey. They're going to have to get it across the timeline. Cuffey does get it across the timeline, picked up by Knox, going downhill on him. Stop. Gives it over now back to Matthews, and Matthews being worked on by Young Pass. Pass came in that second quarter and was very active, had him some good ball. Did not score in that second quarter, but he was active and played good defense. This is his first action since then. Cuffey, step back jumper, dropped it in there, nice. Tickled the twine on a little step back jumper. 19-point lead, 55-36. Jenai's three, no good. Rebound soared for by Henderson. He gives it to Carrier. Carrier back to Henderson. Nice layup. No, it just rolled off. They tip it back out. Couldn't get the ball to go in the basket, and Cook now going to come down with the right-hand dribble. Cook sizes it up, gives it to Cuffey. Cuffey going to drive. Step back jumper. He's feeling good. Yeah, it is. He is feeling really good. He has 6 points here in this fourth quarter, and Alpharetta has to step up with Coach Hurt and call another timeout. Khalil Cuffey has it going. He has 6 of the 8 points from Langston Hughes here in this fourth quarter. He is up to 14 points. ATL Peach Elite Series Instant Replay. Khalil Cuffey feeling really good. Has that little step back game working. Coach Hurt now in the huddle. Right here beside us talking with his Raiders, who are now trailing 51-36. 57-36, excuse me. I'm just a little bit blocked by the scoreboard, but I'll be all right. Not going to complain. I'll just take my time, and we do have it for you on the screen. But as they always teach you can never say the score enough, especially in basketball. 5:37 to go, fourth quarter, out of the timeout. Let's see what Alpharetta draws up, about to get a turnover. They do. It was stolen by Matthews, but now recovered back by Knox. Knox goes behind the back, gets it across the timeline, swings it in the corner. Jeni, a three. Good rotation, in and out, no. Tipped by Knox, no. Henderson wraps it around. It bounces back out of bounds, and who is it off of? It's off of Alpharetta and will be Langston Hughes basketball. Justin Jones will check in, and Matthews now will take a seat. Jones will inbound it. Cook will touch it, and the clock will start with 5:21 to go, and he's between the rings with the right-hand dribble belt high. Gets a screen from Jones. Picked up by Carrier. Now dumps it out high on that side to Nelson, and Nelson fouled by Henderson. Lost his balance. That'll be Henderson's third foul, and that may be the 1-and-1. It'll be the team's seventh foul. And it will be the 1-and-1 for Sean Nelson, who goes to the free throw line. Nelson with 5 points in the contest. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw. Good. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1 to push the lead out to 22 now. 58-36. Nelson again going through his free throw routine, being very patient with it. Sticks it up. Back iron, no. Lane violation on White, so no shot. He missed the free throw either way, but the lane violation on the Panthers. And Coach Welch stands up and implies them to play D. And they're going to do it and take it away by Jones. Another turnover for Alpharetta. Alpharetta filled with turnovers. They have more than 20 in the contest. Out of bounds, and there's a turnover by Langston Hughes. They have their sixth here in the second half. It will be Alpharetta basketball, but I think Langston Hughes is going to apply that full court pressure. The ball went down the hallway, so we wait for it. Carrier retrieves it and gives it to Mr. Ref, and Mr. Ref hands it over to Henderson, and Henderson inbounds it to Rashawn Pass as we go under 5 minutes, 4:58 in this fourth quarter. Coach Hurt calls out the play, gives it to Knox. Knox now to pass. Pass over to Henderson. Henderson too hard dribbles, dumps it off to Knox. Knox got it blocked. Get it out of here. Derek Cook with the block. Jones could not save it. He stepped on the inliner, and it will remain Alpharetta basketball with 4:43 to go. Inbound now in the corner. There's pass. Pass going to drive and picked up his dribble. Now gives it over to Carrier, who pulls a three. Air ball, no good. Rebound hustled and out of bounds off of Langston Hughes, and it will stay Alpharetta basketball. Amid Bryant and Rico Knox both went forward, and Bryant was the last one to touch it. Jeni now will inbound it. Ryan Jeni, he has 2 points in the contest. Inbounds now to Carrier. Carrier puts it on the floor, now gets it back out to the top to Knox. Knox picked up his dribble off a hard drive. Now there's pass. Pass goes behind the back. He's picked up by Osini, who is checked back in. A long three. Good. Rashawn Pass. He hits a three. And a much-needed bucket there for Alpharetta. It's been a while since they'd scored. It's 58-39 with 4:10 remaining in the contest. Nelson works to Osini. Osini holds it. Anthony Carter has checked in. There's the pass to Bryant. Bryant to Jones. Jones, step in, jumper. Back, iron, no. Rebound put back by Osini, no. Henderson comes away with it, and we'll have a foul. The foul will be called on Osini. That'll be his first and the team's third. Idris Osini picks up the foul. He's seen action in the third quarter. Did not play in that first half. There's Knox in the corner. Knox now back to the top. Pass, a long three. Good. Rashad Pass. I like his game. The young sophomore, back-to-back three balls for Alpharetta, trying to keep them in distance and make a rally, but they're down 58-42. Down by 16. There's Osini. Osini on the cut into Carter. Carter traveled in the lane, undecisive about what he wanted to do, and it led to another Langston Hughes turnover. Their turnover count in this second half is up to 7. Alpharetta up to 9. So here's pass into the forecourt for Alpharetta. They put it on the floor, and they take it away. A steal by Nelson. Nelson gets it up ahead to Cuffey. Cuffey, easy slam dunk. On the break, he's had himself a fourth quarter, that's for sure. He's got 8 in the quarter. 11 in the half and 16 in the game. Pass, works it over to Knox. Knox holds, puts it on the floor to Jeni. Jeni now to pass. Pass, holding, he still has not dribbled. He puts it on the floor. Matthews went right by Matthews and floated up off the window. No, rebound on the floor. Cuffey picks it out for Langston Hughes. Cuffey gets it up ahead to Nelson into the forecourt. Nelson, skip to Malou, dribble, going to kick it back out. Matthews, a right wing three. In and out. Tip. Nelson on the offensive glass. Shot up, no, he's wild and got fouled. Sean Nelson has been very active. He spent a lot of time getting up off the floor, but he has brought that hustle. And that foul will be on Henderson. That'll be his 4th. The team's 8. It'll be the 1-and-1, but they say may give him 2 shots here. For Nelson, he was in the active shooting. Nelson takes his time at the free throw line. No good. Nelson with 6 points. And Derek Cook will check back in. He has 21 in the game. He replaces Khalil Cuffey. Nelson, his 2nd free throw. No good. So he's missed back-to-back free throws. Left both of them short. Here's pass. Pass now, tried to feed the post and it was knocked away by Matthews. Green came away with the steal. Henderson has picked up the foul. I think that's his 5th.
Foul is charged to number 32, Henderson.
That is Henderson's 5th foul. So he is fouled out. There will be mass substitutions as Knox, Carrier, and of course Henderson will have to come out as he's fouled out. Jeni checks in, and that will be Thomas Jeni along with Garrett Davis. Free throw, good by Isaiah Green. He'll get one more. That's his first point in the ball game for Isaiah Green. 61-42, a 19-point lead with 2:28 to go. Langston Hughes moments away from going 3-0. 2nd free throw, Green, good. Just calmly and poisely popped it in there. 62-42, lead now up to 20. Here's pass. Pass between the rings and gives it over on the left side. Also into the game was Tariq Latchinson. That's who that is. Latchinson back to Jeni. Jeni with a couple of fakes and now gives it back to Latchinson. Latchinson now dribble right into trouble. They're on the floor. Latchinson, and a jump ball is called, and it will belong to Langston Hughes. Turnover for Alpharetta. 2:09 to go. Green out, Bryant in for Langston Hughes. So it's Nelson, Cook, Carter, Matthews, and Bryant, the 5 on the floor for the Panthers at the moment. Latchinson, pass, Davis, and the Jeni's. Thomas Jeni and Ryan Jeni. Thomas is 22, Ryan is 23. There's a jump by Matthews, no good. Rebound comes down to Rashawn Pass. Under 2 minutes to go in this contest. A big 3rd quarter opened up by Langston Hughes. Pass going to go all the way. Had it blocked from behind by Matthews. Jeni recovers, goes up. No good. Rebound ripped down one hand by Matthews. Matthews bounces it over to Cook, and he'll come into the forecourt. Cook with 21 in the contest. Leaves it off for Nelson. Nelson with the right-hand dribble. Now wants to attack. He's got Jeni on him. He wants to break him down, but he pulls it back out. 87 seconds to go. Now gets a screen from Bryant. Nelson, stutter step, goes, drops it off for Bryant, no good. Bryant got the rebound, but it'll be an offensive foul, loose ball foul, as he was over the back. It's a Bryant, his 1st and the team's 4th. Osini will check back in. And now Ross Andrews checks in for the first time, along with an unlisted number 32. Unlisted on the Langston Hughes roster, checked in number 32.